The Fiddler's Fakebook by David Brody, Oak Publications. We're going to be talking about it today. First, what it is, and then secondly, we'll describe how to use it as a harmonica player, learning songs. For you folks that be playing different positions, some different choices, stylistically, expression-wise, texture-wise. And in the course of the video, we'll have some notes to the side so you can reference that. First off, what this book is, it's a compendium, I believe that's the right word, 500 some songs, many different styles, very well indexed. It has a lot of different tidbits of information as far as discography, alternate names of tunes, and different tips as far as if it's a major tonality versus like a dorian or mixolydian. Now that's not always labeled right. There's a couple of questions you guy could maybe pose in there as far as the accuracy, but by and large it's got a lot of information, and with our good friends at YouTube and with different search engines, you can find many other versions. So like as you're learning these songs, you can reference them because the ear is really the final judge. Now, how to use this book? That's a great question. Now, you can learn actually how to read music from this book if you like reference a real simple song, Soldier's Joy. You're just working off a little triad right there, and you can look at the sheet music with a little bit of help from somebody who reads music. You can discern and pick out little things, get those little cadences, those little riffs. The harmonica is a sweet little instrument. You can do a lot with this thing. Certain songs in that book lay really well. Other ones are a little bit trickier, take some work. Some you may have to arrange by switching harmonicas. And some, I dare say, you know, here I am, I'm 64 years old, been playing my whole life. Some are just near impossible. So don't be discouraged. Put something in the comments section if you figure out how to play one of these really tough ones. Put it on there. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, let's take a look at a song like Arkansas Traveler. Let's take a look at Blackberry Blossom, but a little bit slower take than you'd probably hear at a session. Talking about different positions, I'll include a few other positions. Those two were both first position, but cross harp, which all you blues players out there are quite familiar with, is really handy on any of the tunes that would be labeled mixolydian in the book. And Red-Haired Boy is a favorite of mine. It's been recorded by Charlie McCoy, of course, Mr. Brendan Power, and our good friend and mentor, Mr. Howard Levy. So let's take this one on a D harp, play it in cross. Of course, all you blues players know that second position, there's a lot of really cool, juicy spills, slurs, and our good friend the bends that really make it a lot of fun to play. And a little tip for you third position players, the bridge of that song actually goes into third position. If you're working with other musicians and you're switching harps, doing different positions, you may want to tip off the guy, say, okay, if I'm going to go into this other chord key change, if you see me switching, and most guitar guys will kind of instinctively pick up on that because, you know, the nature of what they do is they're playing chords. Turning over to page 194, Money Musk is a cool little song. There's a B section to that has a couple unusual leaps that a guy could work on it, get those sort of techniques under their belt, or you can simplify it. It's a leap of a sixth, which is actually an inversion of a leap of a third. No, don't have to worry, I won't be quizzing you on that later, but that's a little oddity of the B section. With your understanding and indulgence, that's probably a little bit of my learning methodology. You just slow it down, pick through those difficult intervals. And at the very end of this, I'm going to include a recording session and a final mix down of what I did with some fellas at Studio 916 in Colorado Springs, Sand Creek Library. The fellas, the engineers, were very helpful down there. We overdub some jaw harp and some drums and different harmonica parts and pretty much everything but the kitchen sink. And if they had that in the studio, we probably would have tossed it in there too. Angeline the Baker. Thanks for listening today. I hope I've opened your ear to some different possibilities of the harmonica. And there's a vast menagerie of auditory bewonderment and bewilderment, and I dare say probably some befuddlement in there. So keep on harping. Have a great day.